Hi guys, it's Jay and welcome back to my channel, and today I'm here with another video about what I thought about a book. And for this video I chose to talk about a book called 45 Pounds by K.A. Barson. As the name suggests, the book deals with weight and body image. I decided to read this book because I just needed a little something that said that it's okay to be who you are. It's okay to look like what you look like. I think it's generally hard to be a human being in our society today because, there's always some commercial or some celebrity or some famous person that says that we have to look a certain way, we have to act a certain way, and we have to wear specific things and do our hair in a certain way, do our makeup in a certain way. So I think it's just generally really difficult for anyone to be a human in our society. So I decided to read this book so that, someone showed me that it is actually okay being you. It's okay if I don't have the perfect body, it's okay if I don't have the perfect hair, it's okay if I don't have the perfect makeup, etc. I think I decided to read this also because I was at that point I was kind of struggling with my body image too. I was kind of hating on all the parts that juggle that prohibit me from wearing whatever I want. And yeah, it was just and I was also hearing a lot of comments about my body, and that made everything a lot worse, or like not a lot but a bit worse. So I decided to read this book to lift my spirits up, basically. And this book is about Anne, whose real name is Antoinette. I think that's a really cool name, and I don't know why the author, well, I guess Anne is easier to say than Antoinette, but I still think that the author should have used the full name throughout the book. She is overweight, and it is about her struggles to lose weight and her struggles with her body image. And so at the beginning of the book you find out that Anne has tried a lot of weight losing programs, weight losing diets, and so far nothing has worked. And she is constantly ashamed of her body, that she tries to avoid any situation that requires her to expose her body, basically. So no beaches, no skin-tight clothes. And for her, what makes the whole situation worse is her mother, who is seemingly perfect. She's, I think, like a size 2 or 4, and then she complains about being that big, which is nonsense. And then her mom is really good about exercising and eating healthy, and so whenever Anne hangs out with her mom, she really feels bad because sometimes she likes junk food and sometimes she binges on it, and she doesn't like exercising. So whenever she sees her perfect mother doing all those perfect things to maintain her perfect body, she feels really shitty about herself. And the one thing that I noticed that really irritated me about Anne is how she kept guilt-tripping herself throughout the book. She would be like, I want to lose weight so that I can be like a more amazing or a more awesome person, but I don't really want to exercise to lose weight. And so whenever she thought these thoughts, she would feel extremely guilty, and then she would try to suppress those feelings of guilt and dislike of her body by eating junk food. And after eating all those things, she would feel even more guilty and even more repulsed by her own lack of will and her body. And so yeah, whenever I read those parts, I just wanted to literally take Anne by shoulders, shake her, and make her come to senses. But then I realized that I probably do the same things, think the same thoughts. When I realized that, I just realized how harmful it is to think like that. Because first of all, my weight does not determine my identity. It does not determine how awesome or not awesome I am. And I am one of those people who actually doesn't like going to the gym that much. So I don't like exercising at all, and I would guilt trip myself over the fact that I don't like to exercise and be like, oh, you don't even have the right to complain because you're not doing anything about your weight, when you know that you don't have 6 packs and you're not size 2, and so just wear like oversized things all the time and kind of don't complain about it, or like don't draw attention to it at all. So that was my thinking, and then I just realized how vicious that cycle of thoughts is, and how it can be ultimately harmful for my health, because this kind of thinking can lead to eating disorders, and eating disorders are really bad for your emotional and physical health. And so now I am making a conscious effort to, just look in the mirror and say, it's okay to, to not be size 2. My personality is not determined by my size or by any of the physical attributes that anyone has. And so the other aspect of Anne that I didn't really like, and probably what I do also, is that she kept thinking that, like her social life would be amazing, and like she all of a sudden would become the cool girl or the it girl if she loses some weight. And probably I thought the same thing at some point, and I realized also that when I was reading that, I kept thinking that is not true. Your body size or your physical appearance doesn't say anything about your identity or your awesomeness, really. But then I realized that I also probably thought that, and now whenever I catch myself thinking that, oh, I'm too fat to do this, or like regretting the fact that I'm not a size 2, I remind myself that physical appearance is just a physical appearance, nothing more than that. And so I think it is a great read for anyone who is interested in body image issues, or maybe who just wants to read something that really says that it's okay to be who you are. And I think the book is really relatable, no matter what size you are. So if you are interested in these things, please read it. The book is fairly short, and I think I got the ebook version for $10, which is not that expensive for a book in general, but I think it's kind of expensive for an ebook. But there's that. So these are the thoughts that I had when I was reading 45 Pounds by K.A. Barson. I would definitely recommend it to anyone who is interested in loving themselves as they are. So this is it for this video. Thank you guys for watching me, and as I always say, don't forget that you are an amazing human being whose awesomeness is not defined by any physical characteristics, and don't forget that you are beautiful both inside and outside. Inside and out. Inside and outside. Bye guys!